All right, let's start with the big story that we're tracking on WION this morning, where the Jammu and Kashmir government's decision to not allow civilian traffic on Sundays and also on Wednesdays on the Srinagar-Jammu highway has sparked a massive controversy. The Jammu and Kashmir administration has banned civilian traffic for 2 days, that is on Sunday and Wednesday, on the Srinagar-Jammu highway, and only government forces convoys will be allowed to proceed from 4 a.m. till about 5 p.m. on those 2 days in a week. But the Jammu and Kashmir government has notified that the decision has been taken in view of a large movement of forces on the highway during the parliamentary elections and to avoid the possibility of a terror attack. Now, the prohibition will be implemented from Baramulla to Srinagar all the way to Udhampur. However, the government has also said that in the event of any requirement for local traffic movement for any emergency, the local administration and the police will evolve necessary procedures as is usually done during curfew days. Now, these restrictions will remain in force till the 31st of May. But the decision is, of course, being described as draconian and counterproductive by the mainstream political parties in the valley that have accused the government, the administration rather, in Jammu and Kashmir of trying to build a military state in the valley. The National Conference Vice President and former Chief Minister Omar Abdullah was scathing in his attack. He's in fact posted on Twitter and has dubbed the decision is a shocker and a glaring admission of failure to manage the internal security of Jammu and Kashmir. All right, now for more on this, we're joined in by my colleague Ishan Vani, who's been tracking the developments very closely for us from Srinagar. Good morning to you, Ishan. Now, this, of course, is a decision that has been announced by the Jammu and Kashmir administration, and it has been slammed by the mainstream political parties there. Now, give us a sense of what not having civilian traffic for 2 days in a week would actually mean for normal day-to-day life in Jammu and Kashmir.
Well, it's a massive controversy that has erupted since this particular order by the J&K government to stop the traffic on the highway, given the fact that a highway which connects Kashmir from rest of the world will be shut on 2 particular days. That's on Sunday and Wednesday. The questions are being raised, what will happen to the civilian movement? Not just the civilian movement. There are university students who travel every day. There are government employees who travel to several districts using this particular highway as a main point. And even the airport falls on the highway. So what will be done to that thing will be something which will be interesting to see. But at the same time, you have the political parties in the valley questioning the move of the government and the decision, saying that there is a situation this bad that the highway has to be shut on the 2 days to facilitate the movement of the security force personnel. Remember, this order will remain in force till the May 31st, till the parliamentary elections are over in the state. But something which will cause a lot of inconvenience to the people and a move which is being seen as draconian, quote unquote, by not only the local administration but also the people. The people on the ground are very much worried about what will happen to their day-to-day activities, because the highway is really close to the Srinagar city and has been something which has come under attack from the military from time to time. Again, now the Banihal incident created a complete uproar in the administration. They had to review the security, because if Pulwama wasn't one-time attack, then another sort of an attack was being planned in the Banihal area, which is not in the Kashmir but also in Jammu. So what will happen to the people, to the movement? How will the traffic movement of the civilian be facilitated? That will be interesting to see, but it will cause a lot of inconvenience in general to the people. People are not happy with this particular order. Omar Abdullah is saying that there should be a special train movement for the security force personnel, which is already, there's a train running from Baramulla to Banihal, so that could be used for the security force personnel. But one has to wait and watch really what led the government to come up with this order, and even saying that the arrangements made during the curfew will be given to facilitate the travel of the local people in the valley.
Absolutely, and a measure like this is almost unprecedented, because not in the last 30 years has a drastic measure like this been announced. Now, you've been in the Srinagar Valley. Give us a sense of what the locals actually feel about this order, where for 2 days traffic will be off this very important highway.
Well, since that order came out, the people have been asking the government that what will they do, because a lot of employees travel from Srinagar to Baramulla, Srinagar to South Kashmir on a daily basis. How will they be able to go to their work on Wednesday? Because Sunday it's an off, but on Wednesday how will they go? There'll be the patients will have to move from Baramulla to Srinagar, even from the South Kashmir districts to Srinagar. What will happen to them on Wednesday? There's a university in South Kashmir, then the university in North Kashmir, where a lot of employees and a lot of students travel every day. What will happen happen to their travel. Although there have been some sort of a restriction on the travel movement when the convoy passes, but this will mark a complete shift, because in the 30 years, this is something which hasn't been witnessed, despite having a bad situation in the 90s and even worse. But this time around, it's an interesting move by the government. The analysts here say that the move will backfire badly because of the fact that it will cause a lot of trouble to the common Kashmiri people living in the valley.
Absolutely, indeed. We'll have to leave there for the time.